Welcome everybody, and today we have a new a new topic. It's mainly about what do you do if there's a conflict that cannot be resolved, and the conflict is actually not helping the relationship, and therefore the relationship can feel like it's on a stall. It's not moving forward. Should there be a separation and moving forward to find a new partner? Or is that a valid solution? And this is what we're going to be discussing today. So before I start, I just wanted to mention something that we are currently having a function in Bukit Bintang City, Lalaport. We're in collaboration with the Red Cross to promote mental health. So check us out if you're in that area by any chance, or if you are interested to know more about what we're doing, you can check out our social media. So imagine that a couple, your friends, yourselves, relatives, that they are having difficulties in their marriage or in their relationship. It could be your friend or relative or family member that is having trouble with connecting at work with friends, for example, as well, or connecting, for example, with the supervisor. Maybe there's some conflicts there. So what are the options? It's really to work on the conflicts and make it go away. Disconnect, find yourself another boss, getting another job, take a break from jobs, or same thing for marriage or relationships. You have that options to divorce and separate and find another partner. Now the challenge with that, and many people, well, before I talk about the challenges, I just want to say that many people resort to that because it's the perception that the problem is not with them. They're having conflicts is because of the other person is not understanding or doesn't care about me, or they are selfish, or many ideas and thoughts that go along with that. So with that in mind, that can be true. But based on what I've seen and research around the world and with my clients, that's really not the case most of the time. What makes or breaks a relationship, it takes two. You know what they say, it takes two to tango. So to have a relationship work, you are also part of it. So the other person is only owning 50% of the problems. The other 50% of the problems lays with you, regardless of who the other person is. As I mentioned before, it could be your partner, it could be a partner in business, could be a partner in marriage or relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, boss, children, parent. It doesn't really matter. The other person on the relationship only owns 50% of the problems that you both have in that relationship. You own 50% as well. So it's not fair to say that I'm going to replace this person with another person. Well, we cannot replace our parents. We cannot. If we were to, we just want to disconnect, for example, from the parent or from the child, and we just don't want to talk to them ever again. Just be in mind, you own 50% of that problem. They own 50% of the problem. We cannot blame them 100% that this whole relationship is not working because of them. And that's the nature of relationships. Relationship does not depend on one person. It needs two to have a relationship. So if it's not working, then 50% of not working is because of you. And another 50% is not working is because of your partner. So having another alternative, finding another spouse, finding another girlfriend, having another boyfriend, finding a different business partner, finding a new boss, all these things are, there are chances, there are high chances for the same problems to repeat. Why? Because the same 50% in previous relationship, which is you, is going to continue in the new relationship. So there's a 50% chance that relationship that you're in going to work. Or another way to say it is there's 50% chance this new relationship is going to work. So do you want to risk putting a business for like $10,000 or 50-50 chance? I wouldn't, not even for $500. So therefore, we need to be mindful that instead of spending efforts in separating and cutting off and divorce and quitting and working with all that, that takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of emotional energy. In addition to that, you need to put more efforts to finding this new place, whether it's a relationship or work or whatever. So instead of doing all that, you just need to learn how to make your conflicts work. So that the chances of you moving forward is higher when you and your partner work and collaborate to learn how to communicate, to learn how to resolve conflicts, to learn how to develop trust, how to rebuild trust in case if trust was not there or got weaker. So you can redevelop it, you can strengthen it, you can start it again. It's all possible. And even if the problem is infidelity or some kind of relationship on the phone or cheating or whatever you want to call it, this has been shown that it's not really a reason for divorce in many different cultures and in many different studies. So even if it's that severe in a relationship, it doesn't really, it's not one of the famous reasons, it's not one of the high reasons people divorce or people separate. So these things can be managed, can be addressed between couples if they are committed to learn how to make the relationship work. Now the challenge with that is that there is this emotion that comes up, this feel of distrust, feel of betrayal, feel of unheard, feel of misunderstood, feel of misinterpreted, feel of the negative interpretation and all that good stuff that I'm saying good stuff, but it's really not good stuff. But all of these things that is really impacting that motivation to learn to connect. But be mindful, as much as challenging that is, your ability to overcome all of these things comes from learning how to be emotionally intelligent. And that's what psychology really helps. Counseling really helps in that as well. Coaching cannot help in these areas because coaching expects you to figure it out. But when it comes down to counseling and psychology, the counselors and the psychologists can they already have the knowledge on how to help you. But it's not something like it's a cookie cutter that everybody can do it, because we need to understand what is really impacting you that is causing this emotion. Then we can address it. So once you work on that, it unreveals that block and would enable you to make that commitment and engagement to learn to improve the relationship. And one of the most important things to improve a relationship is communication. I think we talked about that the last week, which is about understanding. We communicate to understand. We don't communicate to make my point across. No. We communicate to understand the other person. That's why we communicate. Simple. Once we understand, then it's like, if that's the case, then here is where I was coming from. And I now see that there's a disconnect of perception, could be disconnect of understanding, and that's where the work really gets effective and profitable to the relationship. So just wanted to share these thoughts with you folks. If you have any questions or any thoughts, would you like me to elaborate more on this on this topic or any other topics that would you like me to address, please put it in the comments. I'm more than happy to bring it to in the future talks. Until the next talk, I hope you all stay happy. By the way, you can also subscribe, and there's a bell that you can click on so you can get announcements when every time we have a video for you. All right, I hope you find this video helpful and beneficial. So looking forward to seeing you soon. Take care.